and commercial properties. The One Tom Plummer office is located at 509 South Beeline Highway, and their number is 928-267-3411.
And we really appreciate One Tom Plummer and their sponsorship of the KRIM Community Spotlight Program. Good morning, Grim Country. Chris Higgins in the studio this morning on this beautiful Tuesday morning. Hope you're having a wonderful morning, and we are going to be talking about the community services offered in Gila County. We have the Community Services Manager, Carmen Miranda, in the studio this morning. Good morning, Carmen.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for traveling down from Globe this morning. Nice morning to do it, though, wasn't
Yes, it's a beautiful drive. I can never get used to it, or never
Yeah.
can
Get
be
tired
better
of that, huh?
tired of it.
I
Yes.
know it is. It is a little bit of a longer drive, but it is very, very scenic. The lake is beautiful.
I agree.
There you go. So again, there's a long list of community services that Gila County offers, and we're going to be going through that today, and also giving you the website where you can go to find more information about these services. GilaCountyAZ.gov is where you want to start, and we'll tell you how you can get to certain pages and to certain information. So I guess where we'll start, there's, again, a long list of services provided. There are these convenient cards that I'm sure are at the Payson Satellite Office, which is almost right across the street from us here in the Sawmill Theater Complex.
Correct. So we actually just got a little new rack cards to be able to make it easier for our community to kind of see what services we offer. And just to talk a little bit about what community services is, for us, we are part of the Health and Community Services Department. We are the Community Services Division. It is a partnership with Arizona at Work. It's a one-stop center that has been established through strong partnerships that we have in the community with partners, nonprofit, government entities as well. And we have support and services to service our residents here in Gila County. I can kind of go down the list of the resources that we have offered. We do have two locations. We have our main location in Globe on Ash Street, and then we also have our location here in Payson, like you said, just around the corner from us, that offers the same services. So just to talk a little bit about the services that we offer, we have the GED services that we offer here in Payson as well as in Globe. If you are looking for any GED services or any of the services that I will be mentioning right now, feel free to call us at the Community Services Division, and the phone number will be 928-425-7631. Which is our main line, and we can refer you out to our other organizations that provide these services. So like I said, GED services.
Okay, and that office here in Payson is located, I think, next to, we have Urgent Care right on the corner, and then Noli's, the coffee shop, bookstore, and then right next to that is your office, or the office there.
Yeah, it is right next to the sheriff's office.
Okay, and so for the GED program, that stuff, so the Payson Satellite Office right here next to the Sheriff's Department, 110 West Main Street, Suite A. And so the one over by Noli's, is that different, or by Urgent Care? That is different.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
That's a different, same type of program though?
Yeah,
similar?
so we, like I said, we have different organizations that we work with really closely to provide those services.
Okay.
So one of the offices is out, it's part of like the satellite location.
Yeah.
It just has its own location just for space and to be
Gotcha.
able to provide those services outside, because they do usually end until like 8 p.m. o'clock at night.
Oh, okay.
So it is a process, it's a long day sometimes for the GED classes, but it's definitely open to the public, and we can definitely get them signed in that's the beauty of working with other organizations to partner and make sure that we can service our Gila County residents.
And there are a lot of different organizations, nonprofits that you partner with, collaborate with.
Correct.
And we'll mention those as we go down the list of services. But that's how you're able to get a lot more done or offer a lot more to residents of Gila County. If it was all up to Gila County, your office, to do it all, that would be a little overwhelming, too much.
I definitely agree. Yes, I definitely
Yeah.
agree. It is great to have those partnerships and build those partnerships as we kind of run through helping our community through those partnerships that can assist us. Gila County does have 4 programs that they do run. The 4 programs that we do run are our CAP program, which is our rental and utility assistance, eviction prevention is also known through our CAP program. We also run our home repair and weatherization program, which is minor repairs, home repairs, home energy efficiency repairs through our weatherization program. We also have our coordinated entry and our homeless referrals run through Gila County. And we serve also the Section 8 program that we ran. Unfortunately, our Section 8 is not open at this time. We do have about a 2-year wait list right now, so at this time, unfortunately, it is closed.
Okay. And it's probably good to mention this a couple times during the program, but you are looking for input from Gila County residents on services that they feel are needed, services that maybe are provided, or maybe services provided to a larger extent or a greater extent. So the survey that people can take, I see it here online, and it's right on the gilacountyaz.gov page. So right on the front page, if you scroll down, there's events and then news and announcements. And you see, take our survey, click here. You can click right on that, and it's in English and Spanish, but Survey Monkey takes you to the site, and there it is. It looks pretty easy. And there's also, you said, like a paper form of that survey as well?
Yes, so just a little bit of background of what Community Needs Assessment Survey is. It is for us to kind of gauge on what the needs are of our community all through Gila County. So we really want to encourage our residents to give us some input, kind of assist us with, finding out what the needs are, what other organizations can we partner with, and how can we kind of help get more funding to be able to provide those services, those needs that our community are needing at this time. So we really encourage them to take our survey. And like you mentioned, it is on our online, on our news, Gila County. It is also, we do have QR codes as well in both of our locations, and we have asked our partners, our partners such as the organizations that work with us to be able to provide those QR codes as well as the surveys. We do have paper surveys at our both locations, and also our partners have the paper surveys as well. I know that sometimes, we don't want to make technology be a barrier and not be able to
so
do the survey.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it says right here on the website. Share your experiences, thoughts, and opinions about employment, healthcare, housing, and quality of life, or barriers that you've experienced obtaining basic needs such as food, utilities, or childcare. So, it is a case where when an entity, the county, the town, any organization is asking for input, if they limit it and make it so some people are not able to participate, that is a barrier that doesn't maybe help the people that need some assistance. So that's good. So again, that is on the Gila County website, gilacountyaz.gov, or you can go into either the offices in Globe or here in Payson. So mentioned the GED services, employment services. You also provide those services.
Yes, so we have a partnership with Arizona at Work that provides those services, as well as DES that can assist with voc rehab, as well as job training. And let's say you're looking to maybe gain more experience or education to, you know, getting your, what is it called? Like a certificate that allows you to, you know, go into that job, then Arizona at Work, as well as with DES, will assist with getting that job training needed to be able to get that employment. So
Yeah, I know we've had Lori Weichman from
Yes.
AZ at Work, and she works on the business side, where she's trying to get in front of businesses, share with them the services that are provided for businesses, and also get businesses to give them AZ at Work, all the jobs, if they have any jobs, positions that are open. Yeah, there's so many services provided by AZ at Work. That's a
Definitely.
really great resource.
yes, and that is why we have a strong partnership with them to make sure that we can provide those services all around Gila County.
So also family support. You have different services that support families that might have needs.
Yes, so we partner with other organizations that can assist with, let's say if we have some caregivers, you know, being a caregiver can be sometimes very hard on yourself, you know, so we want to make sure that we can have some support. So we have organizations that have support groups that can help that individual. We also have organizations that we can that assist with, like teen pregnancy. In regards to also providing clothing or food referrals out to, you know, those families that are needing that family support. So it kind of covers a lot of different areas in need of family support.
I know one of the nonprofits here in town, New Beginnings, does a great job at that, getting formula or diapers to new parents that need some help or assistance with that, and you probably have worked a little with them?
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Now, so yeah, it is great that there are these different services provided by Gila County, and also how Gila County works with, you know, all of these different organizations. So it has on the card coordinated entry and unhoused referrals. What is that exactly?
So our coordinated entry and our unhoused referrals. So the coordinated entry is we do have to put them through an HMIS system that kind of explores the options, housing options for the individual. It is not rapid rehousing in any way, but it does kind of help do like case management for that person, that individual, and kind of see what the housing options are. When we're looking at housing options, we're looking all around the state of Arizona. It's not only through Gila County, but it is all over. You know, we partner with other organizations such as CBI that's actually here, and then we also partner with other agencies that are looking to help our homeless population. We do have our meetings that through our LHEC meetings that we hold every month. To kind of talk about it. We also hold our case conferencing meetings to kind of discuss of where that person is, what other resources can we get to them to be able to help them move from being homeless into a permanent or semi-permanent housing. In regards to our unhoused referrals, those are referrals out to the community, such as our warming center here in Payson and in Globe. We have Cobra Valley that can assist, but it's not a shelter. Unfortunately, we don't have a shelter out in Globe, but providing those services such as meals, clothing, and trying to assist those that are homeless. And then our organization, Gila County, does provide like food bags, blankets that can assist those individuals that are unhoused.
Wow, gotcha. And also, I see another service, and I think of an organization here in town, Domestic Violence Services. I know here in Payson, we have the Time Out Shelter, and then you mentioned the Gila House, which is down in Globe as well. So you work with both of those organizations?
Yes, we work closely with both of the organizations to kind of assist those clients that are going through the domestic violence. Sometimes it's a really hard conversation to have with someone, and it definitely is something that when they're coming to you, is because they're ready. And having those resources for them and kind of doing a soft handover to those organizations are very important to us to make it a little bit easier on the individual that is coming and looking for that assistance at that time, because it is very hard for them to even open up for that reason.
Yeah, that again is so true. If you're just tuning in or just started watching on our KRIM radio Facebook live stream, talking with Community Services Manager Carmen Miranda, and she's sharing all of the different Gila County Community Services that are offered. And you can go to the website gilacountyaz.gov to see those services. Also visit their offices. The one here in Payson is located at 110 West Main Street, Suite A. It's right next to the Gila County Sheriff's Department there. Also, they're doing a survey, and they would like to get feedback from the community as far as your experience with services that you've received or needs. If there's some maybe services that you feel would be valuable that could have really helped you or others you know in their situation. So this survey, real easy to get to. It's on the main page, the home page of the website, gilacountyaz.gov, under news and announcements. Or you can go into either of the offices, and there's a QR code. You can scan it with your phone. It'll take you right to the survey, and there are also paper copies of the survey. So if you don't have a smartphone or you don't want to mess with it, you can take the survey that way.
Or give us a call and we'll
yeah.
get you the link.
So what is your number? For your
The
office?
phone number is 928-425-7631.
All right. Also, some of the other services, eviction prevention, and I think that kind of falls under, is that CAP, the
Yes.
CAP office?
Yes, our
Okay.
community action program, so eviction prevention, utility assistance.
Gotcha. So I know that those are programs that the Payson Warming Center here, I know, refers anyone that qualifies or they're able to those programs, because that's great if they can keep someone in their home, if they can prevent them, or through the programs offered, people can stay in their home instead of becoming part of the homeless population.
Yes, I definitely agree. Our community action program is definitely designed to try to assist those that are going through a crisis or a hardship at that time, to be able to keep them in their home rather than having them go homeless. I mean, that is definitely the goal of the community action program, to be able to create sustainability as well as trying to assist them to stay in their home at that time of the hardship that they're facing.
So in that utility assistance, that falls under that, and that could be a case where you just get a really high or a couple really high electric bills or water bills, just any utility bill that it creates a financial hardship. And instead of just getting in a bad situation where then you don't pay rent, you're not able to pay rent, or your mortgage or whatever it is, they can assist with those utilities,
Yes.
right? And then
Yes.
look at each situation.
Yeah, so it is looked at every situation, and then this is not an ongoing assistance. It is like a one-time, like if you're going through a crisis, then that's when we would be assisting at that time. And like you mentioned, like a perfect example, like you said, let's say it's summer or even winter, you know, down here in Payson, I know it gets really, really cold, and let's say your bill is super high and you're kind of debating on either to pay rent or utilities. Please reach out to us. I mean, it is an income qualifying program, but we can definitely look at if you qualify or not, and we can move forward from there. But definitely reach out to us if you're needing that and you're kind of stuck on kind of debating on rent or utilities, because that is definitely hard sometimes to make that decision, and then or even buying food or paying your utility at that time. So
Is there a food assistance program with the county, or?
So what we do, like I said, we have other partners that can assist with that. So we usually will refer out. In Globe, we have a food pantry, and then in Payson, I know that there is a couple of food pantries as well. So we usually will refer out to the food pantries, or see what other resources we have to be able to provide that food. We do have like food, like non-perishable little food bags. I mean, but if you're trying to feed a family of four, I mean, that is not something that's feasible at that time. So we want to make sure that we are providing the right resource for that family if they're needing, if there's a food insecurity.
Yeah, and I know there's some different programs. I was just brought up the other day. I think it's the Methodist Church here in town, but they provide food bags for students. So for students, especially over the weekend, what they do over the weekend, and they'll have like a meal for, I think, breakfast, lunch, dinner for, you know, over the weekend for youth. Yeah, that they give, and they also get gift cards that they'll give to the school nurses or different faculty in the school that have interaction with students that they know, you know, it might be hard, or they might be struggling, or their families, you know, can't provide maybe food, or they don't have, you know, food all the time. So yeah, there are a lot of different groups out there that are all working together to help.
Yes.
So it's good. Home repair and rehabilitation assistance, you had mentioned that earlier, and is that under CAP as well?
No, so that is
separate?
through our separate program, which is the home repair and weatherization program. That is kind of assisting with any home repairs, well, minor home repairs. We have done roofs, we have done water heaters, we have done ACs, and then we also have our weatherization program that is more based on home energy efficiency, so such as like windows or like covers, or doors. And then we also, within our weatherization program, we also have that home energy efficiency education. And we have like real cool kids that, you know, kind of go through our education for home efficiency, home energy efficiency. So yeah, those are programs that it is run through Gila County with our partnership with Arizona Department of Housing.
Gotcha. And then affordable housing and referrals is another service that you provide?
Yes, so that is through our Section 8 program, which is also called the Housing Voucher Program. Unfortunately, like I said, our Section 8 is currently closed, but we do offer outside other referrals for low-income housing. I mean, I know that is definitely a crisis at this time. It is difficult to find housing, but we do our best to try to assist with finding resources for affordable housing.
Is that, how is that situation in Globe, or the Globe area? Is that also very challenging at this time?
Yes, it's definitely very challenging challenging in Globe as well, as it is here in Payson.
Probably like Payson, you don't have a lot of like higher density, like apartments or
No.
apartments down there.
Yeah, it's hard, yes.
Mhm.
And I actually, I moved into Globe, coming from the valley.
Oh, okay.
And I can tell you that I myself had a hard time finding apartment or housing in Globe. So there's definitely that need, and it's very challenging to find housing
Yeah,
in Globe.
in the Valley metro area, regardless, I think, of what city you're in, there are just so many options. There are so many apartments, condos, single-family homes, there's smaller homes, you know, medium-sized, whatever, and then different neighborhoods. So there are just so many more options, and when you come to a small community like Globe or Payson, a rural community, it is a lot different.
Yes,
So
I
is-
definitely agree.
So is this your first time in a smaller community?
Yes.
Yes? So-
Yes,
gotcha.
yes, and I wanted to serve my community for
Mhm.
Gila County, and I think that it would not be right for me not to move into the community
Mhm.
and see what, the community has to offer. So it was in my plans to live in the community to be able to best serve.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I guess there are some people that, there's people that commute to Globe and maybe they live, where would that be, like, I don't know, go Apache Junction
Yes.
or out there,
Yeah,
and that's at least an hour and a half?
yeah, about 30-45 minutes from
Oh, for-
Apache, yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
only 45 minutes. I know though,
Yeah,
the
because Mesa is 1 hour.
Mesa's 1 hour,
Yeah.
okay. But then they've been doing a lot of work too, so that's had to probably disrupt people that do carpool or they do drive, commute, I should
Yes,
say,
yes,
from those areas.
definitely.
Wow, okay, yeah, that is interesting. I bet in the past, I know up in Payson, it was never really like that, where people living in the valley coming up here, but it was always the opposite. In fact, when I first moved up, I was still working in the valley, and we'd have people move up here and still working down there. But because of the housing situation, now you do see people that might live, especially public safety. And I was talking to the Globe police chief, and there are quite a few police officers that live in the valley. They'll just come up and they'll either stay for their, shifts up in Globe
Mhm.
or do the commute, whichever. But yeah, and
Interesting.
here firefighters, a lot of firefighters are firefighters that live in the valley, and they commute up here.
Yes.
So again, survey. It is important, especially if you would like to see different services or maybe more funding put into some of the services that are currently being offered. If you feel there's a real need or those services just need more funding, more effort behind them, take the survey. Again, it is on the website gilacountyaz.gov, and under news and announcements, just click on, you'll see a little tab that has the survey there, and then you can just go right to the survey. Also, you can go into either the Globe, the main office, or the office in Payson, the Globe office at 5515 South Apache Avenue, Suite 200 in Payson. It is right here on Main Street next to the Gila County Sheriff's Office. It's 110 West Main Street, Suite A. And the phone number, is that number for the Globe office? That's the main number?
It's the main community services division number. So.
Okay, and that's 928-425-7631. And again, it is important, the more feedback you get from those surveys, then just the better you're able to assist and help Gila County residents.
Yes, I definitely agree, and then it can help us kind of have a better picture of what Gila County needs.
There you go, because yeah, unless you're hearing from residents, it is hard. I mean,
Definitely.
you can maybe make assumptions or guess, but it's better if you're getting that feedback.
Definitely. I
All
agree.
right. Well, anything else to add, Carmen, before we end?
No,
No?
no, I'm good, thank you.
Oh,
I
you are so
appreciate you giving me the opportunity to come in the radio and talk about what community services are and what we do for our community. And definitely, again, we encourage everybody to complete our community needs assessment survey. So thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome, Carmen. Thank you for coming to Payson today, too. And I hope you have a real nice drive back as well to Globe. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in, watching. Janice Chesser from the Payson Senior Center.
Oh.
She said, "Good job, Carmen."
Thank you, Janice.
Another one of our amazing nonprofits here in the Payson community that does so much for our seniors. We just had a March for Meals walk last Saturday. The Payson Senior Center put that together, and really well attended, a great time. So we appreciate everything you're doing in the county and all of the different organizations throughout the county. So again, thank you, everyone, and I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Again, thank you to One Tom Plumber for sponsoring our KRIM Community Spotlight program. Time to get back to the music here on KRIM. But first, we're going to get a quick update from the National Weather Service. And who knows what the weather is going to do today. I mean, you didn't get did you see snow on the drive down here?
No, I actually didn't see any snow.
No?
No. Yesterday I did.
Really?
Coming up to Globe.
Uh-huh.
There was, it was hailing.
Okay.
So there was some snow coming.
Yeah.
I think down on the mountains.
On the mountains right
coming
there.
Down, so.
And I know it was nice seeing a little snow up on the rim this morning. And on the rooftops here in Payson, desperately need that. So that way, come summertime, we don't get a lot of fires.
Yes.
So, all right, guys. Well, again, have a great day. Coming up next, some nitty gritty dirt band, Peter Gabriel, Eddie Money, and more. We'll see you next time.
With this morning's KRIM weather forecast for residents surrounding areas.
Sound.
For your Monday, snow showers are going to be likely.